If you are waiting for a green card right now, stop what you are doing and watch this video until the very end, because as of April 2026, over 11 million cases are sitting in the backlog at USCIS, and the numbers are not getting better for everyone. Depending on your country of birth and your visa category, your wait could be anywhere from 1 year to over a decade. And if you miss a critical filing window this month, you could lose your spot in line entirely. Welcome back to Immigration Updates Today. My name is your host, and today we are covering one of the most urgent and frustrating topics in U.S. immigration, the Green Card Backlog in 2026. This is not a topic from 2 or 3 years ago. This is happening right now, this week, in April 2026. The U.S. Department of State has just released the April 2026 Visa Bulletin. And while there is some good news in certain categories, the overall picture for many applicants, especially those born in India and China, remains deeply concerning. Whether you are on an H-1B visa, waiting for a family-based green card, or adjusting your status inside the United States, this update directly affects you. Let's break it all down, step by step. The scale of the problem. How big is this backlog? Let us start with the raw numbers, because they are staggering. As of mid-2025, USCIS had a record backlog of more than 11 million pending cases. That includes green card applications, work permits, renewals, petitions, and more. For employment-based green cards alone, the average processing time has reached 3.4 years. That is not 3 months. That is 3 years and 4 months, just for the average applicant. And for family-based categories, over 1 million approved petitions across all preference categories. We're still waiting for visa numbers as of September 2025. The system has more applications entering every year than it can process, and Congress has not changed the annual visa caps in decades. The hard cap remains at 226,000 visas for family-sponsored cases and 140,000 for employment-based cases each year. That number has not moved, but demand has grown enormously. The result? People are waiting, and waiting, and waiting. The April 2026 Visa Bulletin, what just changed? Now let's talk about what is actually happening this month with the April 2026 Visa Bulletin, because there are both good and bad developments here. First, the good news. USCIS has confirmed that for April 2026, both family-sponsored and employment-based applicants may use the dates for filing chart, not just the final action dates chart. This is important. Using the dates for filing chart means you may be able to file your adjustment of status application sooner, even if your green card has not technically been approved yet. This unlocks your ability to get a work permit and travel document while you wait. For family-based categories, there was meaningful forward movement this month. The F2A category A, which covers spouses and minor children of green card holders, has returned to current for all countries on the dates for filing chart. That is a huge deal for families waiting to reunite. The F1, F2B, and F3 categories also saw steady forward movement in April. For employment-based categories, the picture is more mixed. EB1 and EB2 remained mostly unchanged this month, though EB2 India advanced slightly. EB3 showed meaningful forward movement for India and returned to current for most other countries. Overall, family-based categories are moving faster than employment-based categories right now. The harsh reality for Indian and Chinese applicants. Here is where the news becomes serious, and you need to pay close attention if you were born in India or China. For Indian applicants in the EB2 category, we are looking at one of the largest backlogs in U.S. immigration history. Recent data suggests over 400,000 Indian applicants are currently in the employment-based green card queue. Many of them face wait times of 10 to 15 years. For the EB1 category BAJ, which was historically fast, Indian and Chinese applicants also now face a backlog. As of April 2026, the filing date for India-born EB2 applicants is December 1, 2023. The final action date for India in EB2 is April 1, 2023. That means even the fastest employment-based category is now backlogged for people born in India. For Chinese applicants in EB2, typical wait times are estimated between 5 to 8 years. For EB3, applicants from India face a minimum wait of 12 years, and Chinese applicants face 5 to 10 years or more. For applicants from all other countries, what the system calls rest of world, the situation is much better. EB1 is currently listed as current for most of these countries, meaning you can file immediately without any waiting period. The root cause of this disparity is the per-country cap. U.S. immigration law limits the number of green cards that can go to nationals of any single country to 7% of the total available each year. Countries like India and China have enormous demand, but they are held to the same 7% cap as a small country with very few applicants. This system has never been reformed. Retrogression, the risk no one talks about enough. There is another danger that many applicants overlook: retrogression. Retrogression happens when priority dates move backward. One month your date is current, and then the next month the government pulls it back because too many people became eligible at once. This has happened before, and it can happen again. The F2A category, which just returned to current this month, has been retrogressed before. There are no guarantees it will stay current. For employment-based categories, retrogression is an active risk, especially if there is a sudden surge in filings. Immigration lawyers have warned that if the immigrant visa freeze affecting certain countries is lifted, the resulting surge in demand could push dates backward rapidly. If your date is close to becoming current, you need to be ready to file the moment the window opens, because that window can close just as quickly. What you can do right now: practical guidance. So what should you actually do with all of this information? Here is clear, practical guidance based on your situation. Check your priority date today. Go to the USCIS website and look at the current Visa Bulletin. Find your visa category and your country of chargeability. Compare your priority date to the cut-off dates listed. If your date is before the cut-off, you may be eligible to file right now. If you are in the United States and your priority date is current or before the filing date, consider filing Form I-485 as soon as possible. Filing early gives you access to a work permit through Form I-765 and a travel document through Form I-131. These are critical protections while your case is pending. Do not wait until the last moment of the month to file. USCIS systems can be slow, and you want to make sure your application is received on time. If you have children approaching the age of 21, this is urgent. When a child turns 21, they can age out of certain visa categories, which means they lose their place in the petition. The Child Status Protection Act provides some protections, but only if you act before the deadline. If you have a dependent child who is close to 21, speak with an immigration attorney immediately. If you are in the EB2 or EB3 category and born in India, consider exploring whether you qualify for EB1. EB1 does not require perm labor certification, and while it now has a backlog for Indian applicants, it is still significantly shorter than EB2 or EB3 timelines. Some applicants also qualify for an EB2 national interest waiver, which removes the need for employer sponsorship. If your underlying visa status, such as your H-1B, is expiring, talk to your employer now. Extensions are possible in many cases, but they must be filed in advance. A lapse in status can have serious consequences for your green card timeline. Monitor the Visa Bulletin every single month. Dates can change significantly from one month to the next, as we saw with the major forward movement in March 2026. Staying informed is not optional. It is essential. What about congressional reform? Many people are asking whether Congress will finally fix the backlog problem by reforming the per-country caps. The honest answer is, discussions are ongoing, but no reform has passed as of today. There have been bills introduced in recent years that would eliminate or phase out per-country caps on employment-based green cards. If passed, such a change could dramatically reduce the India and China backlogs over time. However, this legislation has stalled multiple times and faces significant political obstacles. Until actual reform becomes law, applicants must work within the current system as it stands. Let us quickly recap everything we covered today. The Green Card Backlog in 2026 is at a record level, with over 11 million pending cases at USCIS. The April 2026 Visa Bulletin shows mixed results: good movement in family-based categories, but limited improvement for employment-based applicants, especially from India and China. EB1, EB2, and EB3 all have significant backlogs for Indian and Chinese nationals, with waits ranging from several years to more than a decade. Retrogression is a real and ongoing risk. Dates can move backward without warning. USCIS has confirmed that the dates for filing chart may be used in April for both family-based and employment-based categories, which is a valuable opportunity for eligible applicants. The most important thing you can do is check your priority date today, file as soon as you are eligible, and never miss a monthly Visa Bulletin update. That is everything you need to know about the Green Card Backlog situation as of April 2026. I want you to leave this video feeling informed, not helpless. Yes, the system is slow. Yes, the waits are long. But knowing exactly where you stand and what steps you can take right now puts you ahead of millions of people who are not paying attention. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up. It genuinely helps other immigrants in the same situation find this content. Share this video with someone who is in the green card process. They need to see this. Subscribe to this channel so you never miss a monthly Visa Bulletin breakdown, a USCIS policy update, or a major immigration change that could affect your case. We post updates every week, so hit the bell icon to be notified the moment a new video goes live. I will see you in the next one. Stay informed, stay prepared, and keep going.